AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Don't get it confused. We ain't staying up for no Knicks game, man. We gonna watch the replay. See the grades in my bed. Ain't playing with y'all. This man needs no intro, but you know.
Ball suckers. In the building.
Nice and crystal clear. Let me turn this up a little bit, man. You kidding me? Too much topics to talk about. You know, it's hot. It's hot in these streets, internet streets. Kid, what y'all saying? Oh boy, how you feeling?
Could be better. You know, gonna be a tough game tonight. Going against LA with Luka in LA. They kicked our ass at home with no Luka, so you know, just still, you know, dreading and got a hangover from losing to Golden State. Now going into LA tonight. Gonna be a bad night and a terrible day tomorrow. But besides that, happy to be alive, baby.
West Coast trip. Come on, man. West Coast trip. Hopefully we make it out. They say Cat's gonna play. Let's see what's going down. We're in LA. Speaking of LA, the GOAT, as some people say. And we know the young guard, Casanat, shout out to the Bronx. Heavy. Kidding me? He was on ESPN First Take. I ain't never heard Casanat talk about basketball in my life. But hey, guess what? He was on First Take talking about it today.
Steven, you when it comes to LeBron James, you start hating. That's how I feel. Because I feel like you more of an older generation type of dude. You like Michael Jordan, cool. But listen, every time when there's a debate going on with you and with Michael Jordan and LeBron James, you always got something to say about LBJ. And I'm here to say, bro, LeBron's better than Jordan. I said it. I said it, bro. I said it, bro.
Man, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you right now.
Bro,
First of all, don't you even think about it. Don't you even think about coming on this show with that guy. Don't you do it.
Michael Jordan ain't never had 50,000 points. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. Okay,
he ain't played 25 years.
James is 40 years old and he's performing better than half of the people in the league right now. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Do you understand the greatness that's going on right now?
Hold on. This is the problem with the young whippersnappers like yourself. This is the problem, okay?
Steven?
All right.
Big shout out, Darlene. What up? Fish, what up, baby? The beautiful, the lovely Darlene Bryan is in the building. Y'all know the drill, man. Hit that like button. Share, like, subscribe, man. Big shout out to all y'all in the building. Fish, what up?
Oh, boy. Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to Darlene, the queen out here. Big Fish. The hell's going on? We got Carson on ESPN rambling as I thought he would be. Not just because he said LeBron's the GOAT. It ain't about that to me. The hell was he yelling about?
I mean, first and foremost, big shout out to Casanat. Whether you like him or not, what he's doing, we've never seen done before. I love what he's doing. And you know, you're always gonna have haters, but we gotta celebrate what he's doing. A young man from the Bronx, black young man, biggest streamer slash influencer slash social media person ever right now. He was on Jimmy Fallon. He on First Take. Young boy's on fire. What he's doing is phenomenal. But Lord have mercy. The glazing, that's what they say. The young dudes, the glazing for LeBron is at an all-time high. But ESPN, it just shows that their numbers are struggling. Because now they gotta go the YouTube influencer route to hopefully, you know, get some numbers. But we know, see, this is what I don't like about the LeBron James fans. They only say he's the GOAT now because he's playing great at 40. As great as he's playing, he still doesn't have more championships than Jordan, more finals MVPs than Jordan, more regular season MVPs than Jordan. Jordan 1 year averaged 30 plus, Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, title. So when we talk about some of the things that LeBron did that's never been done, There's some things that Jordan did that's never been done. 2 3-peats. Undefeated in the finals. Never been to a game 7. So for me, see, the younger generation, it's funny because Kasanaka rant and go crazy over LeBron, but I guarantee you, in his closet, he probably got a whole bunch of Jordans. So for me, it's comical. They just be saying shit just to say it. But LeBron's been playing great at this age. Got to give him that. But that LeBron James is the only player that I've ever seen or heard that they have to bring up how long he's played to be in the GOAT conversation. If I'm not mistaken, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played 20 plus years, or about 20 years. He won a title at 38. And if I'm not mistaken, he might have been Finals MVP. We don't gloat and go crazy over that. Tim Duncan played 20 years. Now, those guys didn't play at this level, but let's be realistic. The game is sweeter and softer. They let you travel. They let you carry. So it's a lot of things with LeBron that people don't say because they're scared of him, because they know he can shut you down, and people want to be friends with him. He's the biggest star in the universe, so I get that part. But we can't just keep saying LeBron James is the GOAT because he's playing great at 40. Now, win a championship, get Finals MVP. Now we can have a discussion. But I cannot agree with nobody that he's the GOAT because let me break this down. Now he has 50,000 points. Congratulations. But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar held that record for over 40 years. How many of us never consider him the GOAT? So we can't have it both ways, man. LeBron is a great player, but he's not the GOAT. And I'm going to say this. I got to give a shout out. I don't know what the platform is, and I don't steal content, but I seen a guy say, I don't know who he is, but I just happened to scroll and watch. And the guy said LeBron James is the only player that I've ever seen where we talk about how many finals he's been to and lost. And that helps his GOAT debate, his GOAT conversation. Oh, he's been to 10. You know how great that is? But he ain't win all 10. Magic been to 9 or 10. Jerry West, God rest his soul, a great Jerry West, been to 9. What? So for me, I get why Cosnot said it, but when you break it down, and I'll lob it to you after this, I ask anybody, what are the 3 most important accolades to be in the GOAT conversation? I like things plain and simple and plain. Forget all the other stuff. What is the 3 most important accolades to be in the GOAT discussion? For me, it's championships, finals MVPs, and regular season MVPs. LeBron doesn't have more than Mike in any of those categories. Oh, and by the way, Mike got a defensive player of the year. How many years was Mike all NBA first team? So for me, I keep it simple. Y'all can have LeBron being a great father and what he did for his friends, and he been to 13 finals, and look how he's playing at 50 years old, and he got 50,000 points. Great. The greatest mind in the game. Y'all can have all of that. But how can you be the GOAT if you don't have the most championships, the most finals MVPs, and the most regular season MVPs? And I know people are going to bring up the late, great Bill Russell, but let's be honest. When we look at the game, we know who's a better basketball player out of Bill Russell and Michael Jordan. Now, a guy like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, what he's done from high school, which is very underrated. We talk about everybody in high school, from the great Marbury to LeBron, Felipe Lopez, guys like Derrick Rose who had legendary high school careers. But we don't talk about Kareem. Look what Kareem did in college. Then go on to the NBA. So for me, the LeBron thing is, like I said, social media plays a part. Him being connected to the younger generation, and the younger generation not understanding what Mike and them did in their era with no social media. Let's really think about that. So that means y'all never experienced nothing Mike did. Do y'all understand those games if you was there in the physical form? When that Chicago Bulls anthem play? Like, so to not experience that, them guys don't know what they miss. And once again, it's not to say LeBron isn't great, but big shout out Kai Cenat. I don't even care how Stephen A reacted, because for him it's all entertainment. He probably just happy to have Kai Cenat up there. Like I said, hopefully that got them some views. You see the females was all acting crazy, which we know they don't give two whats about Kai Cenat. But LeBron, you can't be the GOAT. You don't have more chips than Duncan, God rest his soul, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson. You don't have more than Shaq. And I'm not saying he's not better or worse than those guys. But for me, you got to leap Magic and Kobe before you get the mic. So big shout out Kai Cenat, but we know you're saying that because you're friends with LeBron James. But you know damn well, I guarantee you, if you go in Kai Cenat's closet, he has more Jordans than LeBron James sneakers. And he probably doesn't even own a pair of LeBrons. And he probably was on First Take with Jordans on his feet. So for me, that's where my argument stops at. Simple and plain. Everybody that argue about LeBron being a GOAT, I guarantee you their closet is full of Jordans. That's my argument. I'm sorry. Yes, and he doesn't have more rings than Steph. You're correct. Depressed AllBall. My apologies.
I think when we talk about the GOAT, you ask like a very specific question. What is the criteria? And for me, once you start talking about championships, it's just Jerry West, like you mentioned, Bill Russell, all these guys. Bill Russell would be the ultimate GOAT. How do you overlook that? So that's why I don't use that as that. I just hate that like these guys happen to have a good team as well. They got complimented. Like we were talking about Carmelo the other day. It's like the difference between Carmelo and Jalen Brunson. A lot of it is Jalen Brunson's willing to sacrifice a lot to get the team because he knows if I don't have a team, I'm not going to win. It's a lot harder for me to go compete with these guys. And that's the thing with the Jordans and LeBrons of the world. It don't take that much help. Not with these dudes. So I think when you compare them with each other, people get out of line and we're splitting hairs and it sounds disrespectful at some point, and the idolization is just out the window. I hate it. Today I was going back and forth, RP's in the building, going back and forth with him. People just taking it personal. Bro, ain't nothing personal with me. I don't idolize none of these people. That's my problem. Kai Cenat, that's your GOAT. He's having fun with it. That's my thing with Kai Cenat. He up there, he's just yelling. He sounds like a baby Stephen A. Smith. Just the opposite version. That's what I loved about that. He's having fun, having the time of his life. Unlike these other guys who think, having more money, more problems. Okay. And LeBron echoed that. I'll get into that later on. And I think LeBron is so great that I never would have thought the name LeBron would be iconic. LeBron? That's not a white name. Like he made LeBron ill. How many more kids are named LeBron today? And that sounds minuscule, but it's not. Then also just the criteria to what you mentioned, what you said, what you asked. Bro, you got to be the best player, bar none, consistently. That's it. I don't want to hear about the championships. Some people don't even get to ever compete for a championship. D Wade for a long time, the team sucked. Kobe Bryant between those years before he went to the championships, he didn't have championship teams. He just didn't. It wasn't his fault. LeBron left to go get a championship team. Michael Jordan was lucky that Jerry Krause crafted that team the way that he did. Or who knows if he would have stayed. We don't know. But it wouldn't have ruined it. It wouldn't have ruined the Michael Jordan experience to me. Oh, man. In the
We
building.
live. Big Flea. Never the little one.
Yup.
Yo.
Yeah, so I don't think the championships don't do it for me. It's your prime, your peak. How long did that last? That's number one. Because the 20 years thing, like you said, Kareem played 20 years and he was still not the GOAT. I hate hearing that. People trying to argue with me today on Twitter like, yo, Kareem, there was GOAT conversations before Mike. No, there wasn't. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how the talk was. It was not this talk. It's only Jordan and LeBron right now. So don't tell me there was somebody else before Michael Jordan. They weren't considered the greatest. It just wasn't. And Jordan set the standard. LeBron competed. Jordan didn't have a LeBron James to go up against or Michael Jordan to go up against to come to the league and challenge that GOAT conversation. He just created it. Before even winning a chip, they were calling him the GOAT. Magic, this is the best I ever seen. Bird, this is the best I ever seen. He's God in high tops. So I don't want to hear about the GOAT being championships. It can't be that. No. Is he the best player in the league? Let's start there. How long has this been? That's why the Steph Curry thing to me is like, he's better than who? Kawhi KD is better than who? So that means once you say Kawhi or KD is competing with LeBron, now you're saying they compete with Mike, and that was never the case. It just wasn't. LeBron been doing this for 20 years. That's all. 7, 8 years in his lifetime. Where I've seen, I'm like, damn. Might be. And the biggest difference for me is just straight up, bro, Mike in his prime at his peak, I ain't never called him a bitch. I hate it. Part of my French, I've just never called him that. Never thought he was soft. Never thought he gave up on his team. And I seen LeBron give up on his team in his prime, at his peak. I've seen it. I knew it went down.
What's the peak that he gave up?
Dallas gave up.
That's the peak of his, that's the peak of his career?
That's dead smack in the middle of his prime.
Okay.
Whatever you want to say, Fleet. Even after
I'm gonna
that,
be quiet. Y'all niggas look real. I'm gonna be quiet on this one. Y'all don't like when I get pushed back on this shit. So
but that's cool. That's cool. But that's cool. But anytime you could name a time period, whenever you want. You can't say that about Mike. And when we're talking about this is my guy I came to the club with, and he's supposed to be holding me down, and one time he just gives up, that might be the time I get. That's just how it is. I'm rolling with Mike, man. Mike might have $1 million on the game because he's trying to win. Braun ain't betting on himself. How about that? Braun ain't betting on himself. Mike is. He's a lunatic. The best player in the game is a savage. I'm gonna bet you that my luggage comes out first in the airport. And I rigged the game already. I know I'm gonna win. Give me that guy. The best in the game, and I'm cheating the game. I don't care how I win. I'm gonna do it. That's the guy you want. Not saying he's a nice person. Not saying he's a great father. I'm not talking about none of that. Like you said, AllBall. That's the guy I'm rolling with. I don't care where you are, what you do in your life. That's who you want as a teammate, as a partner, because you know we're going to get this done. So I'm proud of Casa, not proud of your accomplishments. That's great, but that conversation's been over for me. It's been over for me. After we saw LeBron's peak, I don't need him. Even if he wins this year, you telling me we're going to challenge this GOAT thing? How? He's 40. How is that a compliment? You a sidekick at this point. How are you going to compete with Mike? Mike was never a sidekick. We forgetting this? That's all.
Hold on. Before Fleet Cook, I just want to give one pushback. I can't agree with him being a sidekick, bro. As great as Luka is, LeBron is running that show. It hurts my stomach to say that, but he's not a sidekick. And I'm gonna just say this: at this point, at 40, Luka is not better than LeBron James. That's just what I'm watching. And before I let Flea cook, I'm gonna apologize to LeBron for one thing. And Fabian been on his time. Flea probably has too. It's not even close. KD, Kawhi, Steph. Y'all niggas is nowhere near LeBron James. Like watching this shit, and now they have an opportunity to really do something special. So from that point of view, yeah, KD and them, you can forget about it. Y'all niggas ain't fucking with LeBron. Y'all never was. My word, we was all bamboozled. He's better at 40 than y'all niggas is now. Like watching Kawhi Leonard now, it's like, yo, bro, I think I forgot who said it. Retire, bro. Retire.
That was Stephen A.
Right, no, but somebody else might have said it too. Yeah. Retire, bro.
Show.
Yeah, real talk. But yeah, I just want to get pushed back. I don't think LeBron is a sidekick. No, I'm not going for that.
Flea, you know how much AllBall don't even like JJ Redick, so he wouldn't hear JJ Redick say, "Yeah, we're gonna give Luka Doncic the ball way more on Saturday and from now on because we need him to be the guy. You think that Michael Jordan came out to make a commercial for Luka Doncic, changing the license plate for no reason? He's the face of the Lakers now. I know how this is. I know how Nike is. I know how LeBron works. This thing, them Lakers ain't going nowhere if Luka ain't performing up to task. Bron is number 2 right now, officially, and he's been waiting for this. He wanted AD to be number 2, by the way. AD don't get enough smoke. AD don't get enough smoke for not taking that baton, taking it. Luka ain't waiting around, Flea. Floor is yours. I'm sorry, my brother.
I have nothing for this conversation. I'm just waiting on the next topic. I got nothing for this. We've beat this GOAT conversation down to the fucking ground. It has allowed a lot of people that don't love the game like us three, it's allowed them into the conversation, this GOAT conversation. It allows people that don't watch the game, that ain't passionate about it, they just gonna jump in here and regurgitate whatever they heard on TV, on the radio. That's what they're gonna do now. And it is so much nuance to this conversation that it kills me, right? I talk about LeBron James. I only give pushback, obviously because I'm a little younger and we all watched his career, but I didn't watch 84 Jordan. Am I a historian of the game? Do I know what Michael Jordan did? Did I watch all of it? Absolutely. But this thing about, like, he's so untouchable and
he is.
Nobody can ever be celebrated like we celebrate him. For me, it's a joke. Like, it's a joke. There are players that were just as good, that affected the league just as much. Like, we got to stop acting like he's so untouchable. There's a lot of guys that continue to bring this league forward. And he wasn't the nigga that started it, if we want to be honest. Michael Jordan didn't save the NBA. He came in at the right time, around the time where it was being saved, and here you go, continue. So a lot of you old niggas act like it's just untouchable to talk about putting LeBron James and Michael Jordan in the same sentence. And it just lets me know y'all don't really want to have a nuanced conversation. He don't got 6 rings. He don't got 10 scoring titles. He don't have everything Jordan has. So what? So what? So what? So what? The conversation started because niggas wanted to get in conversation that don't watch basketball. So we just going to dumb it down, really dumb it down to who's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan. And I'm tired of the conversation, to be honest with you. Pick who you want. All of them is great. LeBron's great. Michael Jordan is great. Kobe Bryant, y'all know how I feel about Kobe. Kobe is great. I think all of these guys can get appreciated. Is it fun? Yeah. But y'all take the fun out of this shit because Jordan is untouchable. The fuck out of here with Michael Jordan. I'm tired of talking about Michael Jordan.
That's
hold on,
your rant right. No, your rant right there. And just how you ended that is why Mike is the GOAT.
Yo, boys, and I ask him, can you point the camera to your sneakers real quick?
But I don't have any in my closet. And that don't mean I don't have not one pair in my closet right now. Not one pair.
Okay.
But I have no problem with your rant. I respect it. I disagree. Mike, has every right to be critiqued. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. So, I'm not a super duper Jordan guy. It's just that, as great as LeBron is, to me, he's not a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. And,
does it have something to do with tangible? Like tangible. Like when we look at them play the game of basketball, you say Michael Jordan is better. Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with nobody with that. That's fine. But let's have the conversation. What does he do better than LeBron James? What is he doing better? How is he help?
But for me, Flea, it's not that they're two different positions, right? It's just straight up, they're the best we've ever seen. I don't care which Kobe, whoever you bring up. Kobe never bitched up, right? But I don't think he's physically on their level.
Never bitched up? Like, why y'all act like these niggas had, like, they didn't have any flaws or any tough times throughout their career. Like, stop that. You lying at this. That's why I get all passionate, because you niggas be lying.
But
that's not true. He
but
bitched up. So LeBron James, the only nigga that bitched up in a playoff series?
No, he's not.
Kobe Bryant refused to shoot.
Okay, but that's
a bitch.
Whether you know why? So or not. You know why that stands out? Because it's the only time you can say so. That's it.
Tell me multiple times LeBron bitched up. Hurry up,
bro. Against the Spurs,
Dallas,
against the
Dallas is one.
Dallas is an obvious one. Against the Spurs, I never liked how he played. Against the Celtics in the playoffs.
What Spurs series?
The first one in the championship.
Like, 22-year-old Bron James.
I don't care how old he was. I don't listen.
That matters. That matters.
No,
it matters. Look at the team.
Now we have to nitpick when I think you asked me a question, correct? I'm not gonna nitpick when it was. This is when I felt.
Because you're wrong. Because you're wrong.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Wrong.
Cool. We're talking
ridiculous
about
to even say he bitched up as a 22-year-old that led a bum-ass team to the finals.
Yes, they call Magic Tragic Johnson, bro.
Against a dynastic team, he lost to a dynastic team.
Yes,
and he bitched up.
Yeah, we see Mike get beat up.
That's goofy, man.
No, you can call it whatever you want.
That's goofy, man.
But this is part of the problem. We can't. You say we can't have a nuanced conversation.
No, because you don't be fair. You don't be fair.
Bro,
you got a laundry list. You got a laundry list of things that LeBron James struggled with, but act like there's not a laundry list of things Kobe struggled with. There's not a laundry list of things Michael Jordan struggled with. Have the conversation is what I'm saying.
I'm having a conversation. There's a laundry list.
You wrong by bringing up against the Spurs in 07.
I don't even. That's cool. That's your opinion. I watch plenty of LeBron games when I go, he's not playing the same. I can tell this LeBron. He's not turning up the way he's supposed to. I tell you all the time. My favorite LeBron game is Game 6 against the Spurs in 2013 when Ray Allen hit the shot. And it has nothing to do with them winning. It has everything to do with the first half. LeBron was lackadaisical. Second half, headband knocked off. He was turned up. That to me was Mike levels. If LeBron played like that more often, this would not be a conversation. It was unanimous. Nobody really challenged you when they said Mike was the GOAT. That's how it was. It wasn't no media marketing bullshit. I was there. I hated him. I did not like Michael Jordan. So I'm sitting there saying like, yo, I never seen him bitch up. Period. That ain't the only game. This game with the Lakers, we felt like he quit. That's how we feel that he's trying to get attention. That's not as an inaccurate thing. Nah, that's what I don't like about him. If he didn't, he'd easily be the GOAT. He should be the GOAT. That's part of the Shaq should be the GOAT. Didn't take the game seriously enough for us. There's no way possible Shaq shouldn't be the GOAT. So I can nitpick. I'm supposed to nitpick. These are the greatest we're talking about, and why we don't think you're the greatest. I could do that. You could think I'm wrong. That don't mean I'm not nuanced. That don't mean I'm casual. That don't mean I'm being intelligent about it. We could be fair about it.
I mean, yeah, I love the arguments. I love when we do this because once again, it just shows that, our love for the game and that we are 100% real with this basketball talk. I think that's what I love about this talk when we do it, because it shows our audience that we not cupcakes. We don't agree on everything. We ain't pump faking over here. But for me, the LeBron Jordan debate, as much as we don't like it, as much as things that we nitpick and critique about, that's just what it is. And for me, I don't even care about the times people say LeBron might have quit and gave up. Y'all never hear me bring that up because I don't even care. I'm just saying, for me, watching Michael Jordan and watching LeBron James, as great as LeBron James is, to me, there's only one thing he does better than Mike, and that's probably shoot the three. He's probably a better passer. But for me, what Mike did for however many years he was in the league, I'm going to be honest, bro, I don't see LeBron doing that. Now, is LeBron great? Yes. But when we talk about how LeBron James changed the game, for me, it dumbed down the league. It made the league soft and it watered down the league. He made it cool for super teams. Now we can talk about, okay, Jordan was a super team or Boston or whatever. All right, cool. But they never tried to highlight that. They never purposely, Mike never purposely.
The media don't see. That's what I'm saying. I'm not telling the truth.
I didn't cut you off. I didn't.
That's garbage, man.
I didn't cut you off.
Garbage.
I let you. But you can respond. You can respond.
Garbage. The media did that, not you niggas. And y'all followed that. What are we talking about?
Okay, I got a little plot. Followed what?
because nobody pumped up the fact that they drafted well, did what they were supposed to do, GMs did what they were supposed to do, put together teams. Nobody pumped up the fact that there were multiple all-stars on that Boston Celtics team, multiple all-stars on that Laker team. That wasn't put in front of us like, look at this. This is a super team. Now it is pumped like that, and we talk about it like that. That's all I'm saying. The first super team wasn't that Boston Celtics team with KG. We could talk about super teams all the way back to Jerry West and Chamberlain. Like, we gotta be fair, is what I'm saying.
Hold on, Flea, because when we talk about the history and you know more than me. Rather,
no. I'm not trying to say that.
No. Let me say what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're trying to say that. I'm telling you, when it comes to certain things with the sport, you know more than me. Just because I'm older, you still the history. You got that part. Let me just say this, because I'm giving you your props. But my point is this: Larry Bird was drafted by Boston. Magic was drafted by Boston. James Worthy was drafted by Boston.
Fact.
My thing with LeBron James is, at the end of the day, you went and drafted Chris Bosh. You tried to get Carmelo. You went to LA with AD and you called Kawhi Leonard. I'm saying he made that cool. Mike and him never said, yo, I'm gonna call Clyde, see if Clyde want to come over and play with us.
But
they hold on,
was gonna come over to the Knicks in '96 and play with Pat. But because there's not a 24-hour media cycle, that's not pumped. You got to read books. You got to know this shit. Like, that wasn't pumped.
But Flea, here's my thing anyway. I don't care how the team was formed. See, that's the part that I don't knock him for none of that. I'm talking about your performance. That's it. Because even when he had the bubble ring, what happened? It's a bubble ring. It don't matter. It don't count. We look. Oh, Ray Allen hit the game winner, so it don't count. It wasn't him. Kyrie hit the game winner. Don't count. I'm not taking away what you did. You cannot take away accomplishments. He did it. I don't care how you set the team up. Because what happened against Dallas? They didn't win. So the super team thing, you still got to go play ball. That's why I don't like that conversation. No, Jordan didn't. If Jordan would have lost, y'all talking about he don't have a super team. I seen that in the comments. Bro, that Pippen and Rodman thing was crazy. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm 3 of the best defenders of all time.
They drafted Pippen. What are you talking about?
So, I just said I don't care how you make the team, bro.
No. But don't try to make it seem like they went and traded for Pippen. They drafted Pippen.
They had to go trade for Rodman, bro.
Oh my God! They drafted.
Hold on, wait.
What college? Hold on. What college Pippen went to?
Central Arkansas.
I forgot. And listen, that's
my point. My point.
No, but Central Arkansas.
My point.
But you're running away from the point, which is Mike still had to be Mike. It didn't matter who was on his team. That's my whole point. I'm watching you being the greatest at your time. There was no argument about who's better than Michael Jordan for like 15 years. That's it. Matter of fact, 25, 30s is still counting.
Free agency wasn't different. It was different. The mindset was different. Once again, I have no problem with what nobody do. But let's not act like it doesn't shift the whole dynamic of the NBA. When it's okay for guys like Kevin Durant to go to Golden State, when it's okay for these things to happen, it's bad for the league. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. And it's no knock on how great LeBron is as a basketball player. But for us to act like this man does not figure out, now he's definitely the GOAT at being one of the smartest. I'm not talking about on the court IQ, because all right, he has a high IQ, but the smartest of assessing the situation and putting himself in the best situation possible. Okay, if you want to be the GOAT of that, cool. But you can't tell me that doesn't play a part and me looking at you and going, I don't know if I can call you the greatest of all time.
Bro, Flea.
Oh, gee, let me ask
you. If you flip it, and Michael Jordan set the whole super team thing up, we wouldn't care. Because Michael Jordan was a movie. We would not care. We would be watching Michael Jordan like
that's a lie. That's a lie.
You can't hold on. You can't say it's a lie when Flea just explained live TV just came out in the 80s. Bro, Michael Jordan was a super duper star. That's what he did. LeBron is a super duper star. Now go perform. When you don't show up, that's when we knock you for it. That's it. So I don't care how you formulate these teams. I don't care. Oh, they got weak. We ain't talking about that. I'm talking about how did you perform. That's it. I'm comparing y'all with y'all skills, your will, all that. That shit matters. I don't. That's why that conversation. Now we flipping it to take away from LeBron, and that makes no sense to me. The teams got weak in this, that, and the third. No, what did you do? He scored 50 against Golden State when J.R. Smith did all that. That was a crazy performance. I remember that. That was kind of a bitch move too, though, Flea, at the end of the game when he was pouting. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was.
Nigga had 51. He had 51 points. They
And
they had the ability to steal game one, and this bozo is not paying attention.
No, but he
Tantrum, yeah, he
but
wild.
hold on.
Out.
But that, come on, man. But that's the difference.
No, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same 50, and you don't know time and score, JR? Come on. I wanted to ask y'all though, because like,
yeah, because we gotta.
Again, I get all the passionate, but this is fun. I love my brothers. But
after he said, "I'm done with this," a half hour later, hey, Flea,
we're here. This is where we are. I don't know what that is. I'll talk to you later.
Yo, I don't know either.
Yeah, good. Big shout out to big shout out to Lady Fabian. Yeah, listen. Yeah, there we go. Listen, 93. Let me ask y'all a question. What's Jordan's peak to y'all? Like
93.
That 93.
Hell yeah. 92.
I don't like you. I don't like you, RP. Go back to your regular name. I'm about to ban Depressed AllBall. I don't like you no more right now, RP. What's his peak, OG?
From when he came to the league until he went to Washington. I'm not trying to hold on, Flea.
What's his best year to you?
Hold on, Flea. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trolling. The nigga was out of control since when. Like for me, LeBron James has been peaking for 20 years. Like I'm being honest. And that's the part that I don't mind having real basketball talk. I know I can be fun, I control, but guys like LeBron, guys like Mike, I'm being honest, bro. As soon as they got there, it was out of control. So I can't really say, Jordan peak was at this time because who he was in 84, he was just as effective in 90-something. It's just that he didn't win a championship in 84. Same thing with LeBron, bro. LeBron, first, second, third year, you looked and went, what the fuck is this? And as of now, it's still the same thing. So I can't really sit here and be like, well, like Garvin saw Kobe Bryant. Remember, his first couple years in the league was rough. And then he hit a peak and figured this shit out and said, oh, y'all niggas ain't going to work as hard as me. Oh, I opened up a bag that. So for me, Mike and LeBron, when it comes to that peak thing, I think it's tricky. I think the guys have been great since they stepped on the NBA floor. And that is me being honest, not trying to be funny. That's my honest truth. So I can't answer that because them guys been great for too long. I can't say LeBron peak was 2004, 2005, and he's still peaking at fucking 2025. Same thing with Mike. So I'm being honest. I can't really answer that. Them guys been great literally their whole career. Honestly. And that's why I say for me, with this conversation, I try to make it plain and simple. Or how people want to say simple and plain, however you like to word it. I think when it comes down to those two, it comes down to the important accolades. And to me, that's what separates those two. Because people are always going to have different opinions. Who's a better basketball player? Who's a better teammate, a leader, IQ? Those arguments is going to go in circles. So for me, I keep it simple. Who got the most rings? Who got the most finals MVPs? Who got the most regular season MVPs? LeBron ain't got no defensive player of the year. No matter how guys think Mike wasn't a great defender, it's still on his record, the all NBA first team. So for me, that's why I think, for me, the conversation goes like that. Because if we go in who's a better basketball player, like I said, they both are great. I think Mike is better, but it's an argument that it's not far-fetched. LeBron is right there because of the specimen that he is, posed at 6'8", 6'9", and do the things he can do. But I think it's always going to have to come down to that. That's why I say LeBron, unless he gets 6, like I said, 5, I told y'all, and I'm sorry that I'm cutting into y'all time. That's why I say 5 will make him close, and it'll be a real discussion. But that's why, to me, he got to get to 6. Because, once again, it's going to come down to, it can't be who's a better basketball player because, like I said, Mike is Mike. So for me, it got to come down to the championships. I'm sorry. I don't care what LeBron does with points and rebounds and assists. It's them championships, bro.
If he gets 2 more rings, they're gonna say Luka got it for him. Like it's gonna change,
of course.
bro.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So that's why I flee to me. And then just to cover that up, the 92, 93, but early 90s, Mike, he just that whole Jordan rules thing was out. Or word, you're gonna take that away from me? Watch this. And he was just at the peak of his powers athletically. There was nothing you could do about him. I'm going anywhere I want, and I'm strong. It was, bro, that shit was a movie, bro. That's the one thing he got over LeBron. He was, what you call that shit? The Space Jam. He was really Space Jam on the court. It just like, and you know me, I ain't no dick rider, bro. None of that. I don't praise nobody.
You pride yourself on not being one.
I like to idolize my peers. That when they do their thing, I congratulate you on that. I'll boost you up for that. But I ain't boosting you because you just the man. I don't care if you the man. How about that? But then he is the man. That's how it is with Mike.
Yeah, like I like kind of parallel the conversation to, we was talking about coaches the other day, right? And we was talking about Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, and all the coaches. We was talking about Spoelstra, right? And I was saying how much I love Pat Riley because I've seen Pat Riley in different situations with completely different teams and take them to the mountaintop, whether he won or lost, but he got there, right? He won with that Miami team, in the finals with that New York Knicks team, won 5 championships or however many championships with the Lakers, right? And so all of those teams are completely different teams. Like for me, we've been able to see LeBron be great in so many different iterations of teams, right? That team you got to drag to the finals in 2007. Then you get to Miami and now you're with the super team, but you're still the best player. Then, you come back to Cleveland and, it's a completely different mix and he's still dominant and great there. Then we go to LA and it's a completely different team. And every stop, he's been great, right? Every stop, it hasn't been a struggle. It hasn't been a way, how do we figure out how to play and all that shit? Every stop, these teams have been great teams. So all I'm saying is that we've never seen it, but does Michael Jordan have the ability to do that? We never saw that, right? But he's never been in the position to do that. I remember Mike coming back in 95. They lose that series to Orlando. People forget they go into that series. Horace ain't on that team. Right. Horace is on the ops. Horace is with Orlando. They lose that series immediately that summer. They go get Dennis Rodman. So all I'm saying is that, like, certain things happened and we forget and act like this shit didn't happen and this didn't happen. But when we have this conversation, all I be saying is, like, let's tell the whole story. I'm not a LeBron stan by no stretch. I'm just like, yo, let's keep it fair between those two guys. And I like adding my guy Kobe in there. But if we just gonna keep it MJ and LeBron, let's tell the whole thing. And I don't know how we call that not making a super team, but going getting one of the best defenders in the league, the best rebounder in the league, tells me that y'all needed him more than he really needed y'all at that.
No, wait. No, Rodman needed some saving.
Rodman could have went home. He won championships. He was good. He could have went home.
Yeah, but Rodman isn't. Hold on a second, please. The Bulls run put Rodman on another level. Like that, come on now.
Okay.
Kyrie,
but his career up to that point, is it a great career?
It's good. It's really good. It's really good.
You got a couple defensive player of the year awards.
Yeah.
You got
really great
rebounding champion. You're a champion with the Pistons. A big part of that, like,
right. But a part of now your whole career is highlighted as the worm, as Rodman on the Bulls, the Beatles. And now they won't ever forget you because now when they tell the history of basketball, Jordan's name is going to come up before everybody's. And that's what I always go back to. 1,000 years from now, when they talk about this game, they're going to say Jordan's name first, bro. That's just how it is. He just looked like the logo out there. I think we got to switch topics. I want to circle back to this, but not in this way. We'll get back to that in a second. Speaking of this media thing. Yeah, man, AllBall. I think I found AllBall's OG, Flea. His OG on media. Yeah, you AllBall. You don't look shocked. This gray haired man right here. Because the issue he was spewing, dear Lord. It's Colin Cowherd's idea of what the Knicks should be doing in the next near future.
Good. Losing in Indianapolis got you Andrew Luck. Losing in Cleveland got you LeBron James. You don't want to be like meatball fan that, you're outraged. There's positioning, sometimes, not necessarily tanking, but giving reserves a chance to play in a rich draft to move up the draft. Like, that stuff matters, right? And the New York Knicks have built a good roster, but losing, they're 0-3 against the Celtics, 0-2 against OKC, 0-2 against the Cavs. And it's actually not terrible because there's now a lot, and they're not going to beat when Kuminga comes back. I mean, I know they didn't have Cat last night. The Knicks can't beat the good teams. They're not going to beat them, especially in a series. They can't beat them in a one-off, forget in a series. And that's great in a way because there's 100% clarity in the building that they're good and some nights very good, but they're not great. They have smartly and aggressively built a very strong roster. Got OG from the Raptors, good move. They stole Brunson from the Mavs, great move. They got Mikal Bridges from Brooklyn. I love that move. They got Cat from Minnesota. He's a quirky player, good offensively, pretty weak defensively. But for the time being, it's a good move. And they're on pace. The New York Knicks, a fun team to watch with great energy, play their arse off. Not as good this year defensively, but it's a good roster, smartly, aggressively built, and they're on their way for their best season in 12 years. The city's into them, and should be. They're a fun watch. Don't blow it up. The chemistry's good, but they got to do what the Lakers did. LeBron and AD were good. They actually won a title, and the Lakers moved off it. Okay, that's what they got to do. And I think it's Giannis. My take on this, you'd probably have to move Cat. You'd probably have to move OG. You do not trade Brunson. All right. You're going to have to move Mikal Bridges or an OG and about 5 first-round picks. Jalen Brunson, I love him. We all love Jalen Brunson. I don't think he's a 1, even though it feels like there are nights he is. But in the end, I think he's closer, in my opinion, to Jimmy Butler than he would be to a Steph Curry. I think he's closer to a Jimmy Butler than he is to a Luka or a LeBron James. He's a really good 1A or a 2. I don't think he's as good as Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis, to me, is the best 2 ever. So I think they got to make a move for Giannis. Everybody in the building, though, knows it's a good team.
Jesus. Oh, boy, your man came with uppercuts, right hooks. Jalen Brunson is closer to Jimmy Butler than Steph Curry and LeBron James. But more importantly, he did one of your moves, and let's go trade the farm for Giannis. Oh, boy, how do you react to this? Because is it your doppelganger? Are you Colin Cowherd's ghostwriter?
I'm gonna be honest though. This is the first time in a long time he's made sense. Let me break it down. For one, I disagree. Scottie Pippen is the greatest number 2. I'm not.
Shaq.
Well, I think Kobe and Shaq is 1A or 1. Like, I don't think none of those is number 2. It just happened to be 2 number 1s on the team. So I would never agree with Kobe or Shaq being a number 2. Miss me with that. You just happen to get both of those guys, and like I said, but to me, the greatest number 2 ever is Scottie Pippen. But that's another conversation for another day. I love what Colin Cowherd said because it's been shown throughout history, you have to make certain moves to win championships. Flea says it all the time. What do you do to upgrade? Now, yes, we've upgraded, but going back to even what Boston did, let's go get Drew Holiday. What LeBron and them did, we gonna go get Luka. We have to upgrade. And we've had this discussion many a days, many a nights. For us to win a championship, you have to go get a big dog. Simple and plain. We have the pieces. I think we can make this move without giving up Brunson, Cat, and Josh Hart. If we can keep those guys, you can have everything else. Or unless you're doing Cat and Bridges, for Giannis. But I totally agree with Colin Cowherd because it's not, the NBA is different now. It's not 10, 15 years ago. This is how teams now are being built to win championships. We know some of these teams you draft, you get through the draft and you build a great team. But even with Denver, that piece they was missing was a Bruce Brown. Now, I'm not saying he's the caliber of a Giannis or a Luka, things like that, but I totally agree. I totally agree. If we get Giannis, we are going to win a championship. How we are constructed right now, even what Toronto did with Kawhi Leonard. You take a shot. Okay, he don't re-sign, but you know what? He got a championship out of it. Golden State, as great as they was, we got to go get KD. So now, I know it sounds crazy, but Colin Cowherd's 100% correct. The way we're constructed, the way we are coached, we are not beating Boston. We are not beating Cleveland, which Cleveland ain't did nothing yet. So let me take Cleveland out of that. But we are not beating Boston. OKC, even though they haven't done anything, they mops us with the floor. So I totally agree with Colin Cowherd, man. I think we have to make a move. And I think Giannis is the move. And I think we can get one of these great players without giving up the house because we have a lot of pieces. We probably have some draft picks left. Definitely probably no first rounders. But we probably still got some second round draft picks. We got some young talent. We got some rookies. But I totally agree. The way the league is today, if you're not trying to get a superstar and upgrade, you're going to be lost in the sauce. Unless we get, like I said, the only thing this will work with this roster is if we get a dynamic head coach. A Udoka, Steve Kerr, a Spo, you know, the young man from Cleveland. If we get one of those, then, you know, we may have a chance. But unless that happens, come on, man, you got to look at the talent in the NBA. What Boston is doing without their best players, the way Cleveland is playing, the way now LeBron with Luka, like, come on, man. So I totally agree. And the thing he said about Brunson, just 30 seconds, he's correct. There's nothing wrong with being a Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler been to the finals twice. Jimmy Butler has the Golden State Warriors looking dangerous. Not saying that they win a title. So I don't think that was a disrespect to Brunson. Because, you know, Brunson got to get us to the finals for us to have that conversation to put it in that same breath as the Currys and things of that nature. But I totally agree with Colin Cowherd. We have to do something. Toronto did it and they won. Every team that had to make those moves, they won championships. I think we have to make that move.
Hopefully, what's your response to this super team attempt from Colin Cowherd?
I think the biggest piece that Cowherd said that he kind of glossed over, and nobody's going to talk about it or realize that he glossed over it, but all of those teams squeezed the juice out of what they had prior to going and getting something else. Toronto squeezed the juice out of that team, and they said, "Yo, DeRozan can't do it for us. Let's do something different." Golden State won a championship, made it back 170, won the most games ever. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Just real quick. I don't think they squeezed the juice. I'm sorry, you know, I'm a little old, so I don't want to forget. But they seen an opportunity. It just so happened Kawhi Leonard wasn't happy. If Kawhi Leonard didn't have that little hiccup with Greg Popovich in the Spurs organization, who's to say he would have left?
True.
At Toronto seen opening and went for it. So with that situation, I disagree with they squeeze the juice. I just think Toronto seen, oh shit, your man ain't happy. Let's throw the farm at him and see what happens. So I think with that situation, and I think that's what's happening now, as y'all see, Jeannie Buss said AD wasn't happy. Seen the opportunity. I'm saying, I've been saying this for you since last year, and I'm gonna let you cook. I apologize. Giannis is not happy. As much as you want to act like he is, he's not happy. So you have to see those opportunities. KD, not happy. And if you could get one of these guys for 2 years and they get you a championship and then they run over to the sunset somewhere else, who cares? The job is done. We got a chip. So I understand what you're saying, but right now you have to see the opportunity and you got to take advantage of it.
I'm in agreement with that. I can't disagree with your point at all. I'm just saying, we watched some of these teams try to figure it out for a little while before they pulled the plug and said, yo, we need to do that. Golden State was extremely happy with Harrison Barnes until that NBA Finals in 2016. You know what I'm saying? They were extremely happy with Harrison Barnes before he shit the bed in that Finals.
Hold on, Flea, but hold on, Flea. That was another opportunity. Do we not forget? What was the rumblings? KD's not happy. Russell Westbrook. So you get what I'm saying? These organizations, right? So, good. I'm sorry.
And look. If Giannis is available and he's 4 coming to New York City, you don't turn your nose up at that. I know I'm a proponent of let's see how this works out. Let's play this out in the summertime, or when we figure out okay, this is not the mix. Like then we go and make a big move. But if we see that he ain't with it, he wants to get out of Milwaukee. We got the pieces to make it happen. He wants to be. There's mutual interest. You don't turn your nose up on a Giannis. I don't care what anybody. You don't turn your nose up at that. We're not going to win presently constructed, right? How deep are we going to go this playoff? Second round, lucky to get to the conference finals. That's great. We're not winning no championships this year. I've been saying to y'all at the beginning of the season, or even mid-season, I want to see what this Knicks team looks like next year. Like this team, yeah, okay. I want to see us go through this year, but I'm very interested to see how we look going into next season. A full season up under us. Everybody has played together. A full season of Mitch being healthy. What rotate? I want to see how this team looks going into next season. But again, Giannis, Kawhi, Kevin Durant, those are the type of names that you don't scoff at when they become available. So it must be Groundhog Day or full moon, but I never agree with OG. Never. But I'm rolling with him right now. I'm rolling. If the opportunity presents itself, you gotta move on that. You gotta move on that. I got one question too before you go, Fabian. I got one question. Udoka, Kenny Atkinson. Who else did you name?
Oh, Steve Kerr.
Outside of Steve Kerr. Udoka, Kenny Atkinson. What the fuck have they done more than Tom Thibodeau in their career? Just a question.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Fabian. Go ahead, Fabian.
Checkmate.
Go, Fabian. Go ahead, Fabian. Go, Fabian.
As AllBall ponders upon
look at his face.
as AllBall tries to recover after being stumbled by the flea jab.
You missed that shoulder roll. You were looking like Tank the other night. Tank was getting his ass kicked.
I just think we view opportunities differently.
Love you, OJ.
Let me read this real quick. The New York Knicks were rumored to be willing to trade every single one of their draft picks for Joel Embiid before pivoting to Mikal Bridges and Karl Anthony Towns. Once upon a time, Philly presumably could have extracted every draft pick that New York possessed before it splurged on trades for Mikal Bridges and Karl Anthony Towns. The Knicks were always the rival threat. The Sixers officials knew what was waiting to pounce if Embiid ever reached the trade market. According to Jay Fleischer, I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name. You traded Giannis for who? Now, this is the part I don't understand. We were willing to trade. You would have done that trade in the summertime, AllBall. Let's trade all our draft picks and get Embiid over here. With who?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
He just came over MVP. He came over MVP. Go ahead. I'm not going to cut you off. We had this discussion. Y'all looking at Embiid now. He just came off an MVP season.
Doesn't matter. He had an injury past. It's not nothing new. He's a part of the process. Giannis is the opposite. I get that. He's pretty much not injury prone. I get that. But who are you trading for him? Because you talking about we're going to trade OG and just keep Mikal Bridges. Who the hell is playing defense? It's not that hard to figure out. I've been saying this for a couple years now. Giannis's defense is not what everybody's making it out to be. Don't play nobody one-on-one. So you got Brunson, Bridges, Cat, and Giannis playing defense. We're going to give up another 140 points a game.
You don't watch enough Milwaukee then. If you think Giannis is not good on defense right now. Today.
Forget about being good, bro. If he doesn't have the point of attack, he's not the same. Drew Holiday left, he's not the same. Dame is there. He ain't the same. He's not. And you know who else ain't the same? Brooke Lopez ain't the same. That's how I know Drew Holiday meant that much. That's how I know Chris Middleton meant that much to their defense, not just their offense. So when y'all talk about, yeah, let's just go get Giannis, and we're gonna just go to the chip and skip over Boston and Cleveland out of nowhere. No, everything you said, Flea, was on point up until you said, yeah, let's go get Giannis. Fuck that.
If the opportunity presents itself, you do that.
No, you build a team the same way you said with Toronto, the same way you said with Golden State, OKC, all these teams. Everybody's not LeBron. You can't just hop on a team all of a sudden you're gonna make a championship with 1 or 2 tweaks. It's not how it works.
The two guys that I just mentioned, the two guys that OG just mentioned, did that. The two guys that we just mentioned, Giannis is on their level. So why wouldn't you think that there's a possibility that could happen? Kawhi comes in the door, they are champions. KD comes in the door, they're back-to-back champions.
How you leaving out the fact that Toronto made how many Eastern Conference Finals? How you leaving out the fact
that
okay, whatever. They were perennial number 1 teams in the Eastern. Come on, man. Now we're kind of trying to bullshit. Golden State was a number 1 team for years over there. They won a championship like you. Exactly. So you can't tell me that all of a sudden you just added Kevin Durant. No, you added Kevin Durant to a superb team for the last 3-4 years. That's why I keep telling you from last year.
Fabian,
bro, that's cool. That shit with Joel Embiid last year in the summertime, that shit broke my heart. Because that means they think exactly like AllBall thinks. They think that all we want is superstardom. That's not all I want. No, we wanted to see people grit and grind. Build the team first. Memphis still got a bunch of young dogs up there that they can trade for Kevin Durant and add them on there. They crazy. OKC is built. Listen, you telling me if Giannis has a better chance of winning the championship with this New York roster versus the Memphis roster?
Yes.
I disagree with that.
Yes.
I disagree with that.
Oh, so who Memphis got to give up then? So they're going to keep Ja Morant. Hold on. They're going to keep Ja Morant and Triple J.
Trade Ja Morant. Keep Triple J. Come on, man.
Fabian,
and that's championship.
Trade Ja Morant
in a league where you need a lead guard to be able to score and be dynamic.
That's not even an even trade, bro. That's not. Come on.
How is it not an even trade if you give him
Ja Morant for Giannis?
Listen, they're gonna have to. So who are you giving up? Who are the Knicks giving up if you're talking like that? You could say the same thing about the Knicks. We don't have a Ja Morant to give up. We don't give up.
Nigga, take OG Bridges, Mitchell Robinson, a rookie, and take all our picks. That's what you give up.
And what are you talking about? Do that. They're not gonna. Either way, they're not gonna make that.
No. We have more. We have more and better pieces. You just said, bruh, nobody trading no Giannis straight up for no Ja Morant.
They have draft picks too, and they have other talent. They play 12 guys a night, bro. What you talking about?
They have other talent. Okay.
So I don't know what I'm talking about, but Memphis plays 12 guys a night every single night, and they can rotate all their
if 4 of them niggas is good, get out. Nobody want them other 8.
If you say so, I disagree with that. GG Jackson is a trade piece. The kid Vince Williams is a trade piece. The Bane is a trade. These guys are all trade pieces. The rookie kid Edie's a trade piece. We don't have 3 or 4 of those just lying around. These are first round draft picks.
Okay.
You're talking about. And they have more first round draft picks. So what I'm saying is they're building a culture. I like New York just building a culture. I never liked the super team shit for that matter. Look what happened to Philly.
Memphis is going to
how do we forget
stars.
this?
They're not going to go get any stars, Fabian. You know that. They're not going to trade for any stars. The only stars that they're going to have in Memphis is a guy that they draft, which is a Ja Morant type guy. That's not going to happen, right? And I hear what you're saying. Okay, they got plenty of pieces to offer Milwaukee. Milwaukee is going to give them the all-ball face, that face right there.
So hold on.
A whole bunch of regular weed niggas, man.
But you put that to you for some reason. But so you telling me that Memphis, no stars, they can't get a star in Memphis?
No. It's going to be very difficult. If we're matching it up, New York versus Milwaukee, New York versus Memphis, come on, bro.
We have the better pieces.
Memphis is one foot out the door.
Hold on. You agree with that?
They about to be out of Tennessee. Like, they're not even about to be around no more. Like, that's going to be tough to get a star in Memphis. Trading for a star and then being okay with that? I just don't agree with that.
Hold on. OKC did that. Like these guys do that, and you saying you acting like people were lined up out the door at Madison Square Garden to come here. They avoided to come to New York.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you compared the both, if you're putting both in comparison,
they've been superstars have been avoiding New York. Jalen Brunson became a superstar here. He came here. Now you got Cat, if you want to consider him that. But even we know Cat is not on Giannis level. The MVPs, they're not lined up to come here. Okay, Embiid, there was a trade rumor for him, so I can stand out. I'll stand corrected on that. But at the end of the day, it's still not built even with an Embiid. You know what AllBall would have been looking like if Embiid was here and that season would have happened with him here? And he would have faltered like that? You would have been going bananas.
No, but hold on. Once again, and I'll continue to say this. We are the only fan base that convinces ourselves to not go trade or try to go get great players. We do. You the same person. Hold on. You the same person. We don't need Donovan Mitchell. That backcourt is going to be too little. Yeah, and look at Donovan Mitchell and them now. Like, come on, man. Come on, when you wrong, you wrong, bro.
No. Okay, hold on.
When you wrong, you wrong.
How was it wrong? You still haven't.
I'm always wrong.
No, okay, cool. So you still haven't shown what we're gonna put around Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson. What we're gonna put around them.
All right, Fabian. Come on, that's not my point. Is this when we have when we have an opportunity to get a great player, we convince ourselves, nah, I don't get that person.
I said the same thing about Donovan Mitchell. I'm wrong.
Listen,
I said the same thing. I was like, I'm
cool. You're wrong, Fabian.
No, I'm not wrong. No, I'm not wrong. That's not convincing myself I don't want a great player. This the same thing with Carmelo. Yo, you could come here, but we're not giving up the farm for you. Who are we gonna have next to you to complement your game? That shit don't compliment. You acting like Cleveland don't have. They have 4 first-round draft picks in the starting lineup, bro. We don't have that. So to have Donovan Mitchell here, how are you going to defend around them? They got a complete team around them. Not just him, and they just traded for DeAndre Hunter. How are you skipping over this? They're the number one team in the league.
We talking from a perspective of right now. If we trade for him, then Leon Rose's job is to now build out the roster. So if we got a Mitchell Robinson owned Mobley and Jared Allen in a playoff series. Is he individually better than those two? That's a different conversation. But if we're gonna build around a Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson, then you do that. Then you figure that out. You asking who? I'm gonna say I don't know, Fabian. I don't know. But if we trust Leon Rose the way that we do, we haven't said La Costa Rosa in a while, right? So we've been trusting him to do his job. He's been doing his job. He's built a pretty damn good team. But if you get that, yeah, you're gonna be tasked to, okay, how do we build it around that? How do we go find another Evan Mobley, Jared Allen type guys? Not those guys, but you got to find somebody to build around him.
That's not what he's saying. That's what you're talking about. That's not what he's saying. He's saying we don't get these superstars and just build. We're just gonna go willy-nilly, like a chicken with his head cut off.
All right, so let me ask you a question. All right, so hold on. All right, Fabian.
No.
So what should we do?
Dog, you just made it. You just said that like we're gonna trade for Donovan Mitchell and not give nothing up, and we're gonna have a similar team. No, you're giving up Mitchell Robinson, RJ Barrett, and draft picks. The same RJ Barrett we got OG with. So and you don't even like OG. That's why you don't care about this conversation. But if you have Mitchell Robinson, you just said he's a Cleveland Cavaliers killer. So who are you gonna have around Donovan Mitchell? Julius Randle, who you hate too? That's what I'm saying. Like, so what team are you building around them? You're not building a similar team that he has in Cleveland.
All right. So once again, all I keep hearing from you is every time we have an opportunity to get a superstar or MVP caliber player or actual MVP player, don't get them. Don't get them. Right? Just don't get them.
Well, that's exactly what you're hearing. I'm saying if you're gonna do it the right way. Once you
but what's the right way? We ain't been doing nothing the right way our whole existence. So what's the right way?
Hold on. That's not true. We were doing things the right way.
What is the right way? I'm asking you. What is the right way?
We were doing things the right way the last 2 or 3 years before last summer, before they got desperate and wanted a superstar there, bro. You don't agree with that? Take your glasses off. Do what you want to do. That's what happened. You gave I Heart was lost, and you just gave up on the same brand that I thought, you got Thibodeau. That's who you build around. That's who you're saying is your coach. You got to build around his style. So now you go away from that. Oh, duh, we're not playing defense. What a surprise. You got no defenders besides one guy on the team. Shit makes no sense to me. You got to get a new coach then if you're going to have players like that. You're going against the whole philosophy of what you have as a coach. That shit is inconsistent from the top to bottom.
This is not my take. Big shout out to my brother Simon, and I'm gonna just tell y'all the way he says it to me. You get the star and then you figure it out after that. You get the star and figure it out after that. Don't hold yourself up on not going to get the guy. Go get the guy and then trust your front office to do their job. You don't scoff again at a Kawhi, KD, Giannis. You don't scoff at that shit. You say, okay, what needs to be done to get him on this team? And then from there, okay, how do we build the team out? How do we do it? I'm not a proponent of blowing this team up, but for certain guys, you have to take a look at it. You don't just say, "Oh no, hell no."
But
Hang
we
up
don't.
the phone. You
but
kidding?
we don't see. My thing is, we don't have to blow the team up. We have enough pieces to where we'll still be good. Like it's comical that we can actually make a move and still have Cat and Brunson. Like that. That's the point I'm making. So it's like, how is it blowing it up? It ain't like we giving up Cat, Bridges, and OG for Giannis. No, that's not happening.
He just said give up OG, Bridges, and all the other rest of the draft picks you got. That's what he's saying to gut the team. And it's going to be Giannis, Cat, and Brunson, I guess. And then
still with Josh Hart, still with Mitchell Robinson. How is that gutting the team? Now we got to fill out some. We got to fill the holes. That's what the front office is for, bro. If we're not willing to make any bold moves, because we see year after year, it's been history where teams make those bold moves. If you're not willing to do that and you continue to be complacent and stay with this roster while NBA championship level type teams is still upgrading, we're gonna stay in this second round mud forever. That don't make no sense. Once again, Embiid was coming off an MVP season. Would I have made that trade? Hell yeah. Once again, we are thinking about now because of the season now.
And that's what they're doing with Bridges too. Like to Fisher's point. Like, okay, but at the end of the day, when it was done, nobody gave a fuck about those 5 first round picks.
And why not?
Nobody cared because the expectation was we getting a 20-point scorer a night guy coming over to our team who is an elite defender and is going to help elevate us. Now, through a season where he has struggled, he's probably had the worst season of his career, inconsistent, and now we want to holler about 5 first round picks that are not even in high school yet. Like,
right,
who cares?
We also were deeper. That would have been Josh Hart and Dante off the bench, bro. That is what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna get all these. You keep talking about all these superstars that are coming here, and Milwaukee has superstars too. Phoenix just did the same shit. Philly just did the same shit. What you talking about? And Giannis was not. Embiid was not coming off no MVP season. He was coming off of one leg in the playoffs when we smoked them. Then he went to the Olympics like a moron on one leg. That was crazy. Nobody want him on his team. Imagine him on the Olympic team. Imagine if Embiid was in the Olympics and he comes back and can't play the games. You go crazy, old boy.
Nah, hold on. Nah, y'all. Bridges has been good all year. Y'all see our guy Nostalgic Nick? Are you kidding me?
Regardless of what you think his play was, is different when you got players that you could throw into the mix, and then you go after that trade. Maybe that Cat trade was too soon. Because remember, we really wasn't knocking the Bridges trade like that. All right, you give up 5 draft picks, but all right, what's next? Mitch is coming back. Julius Randle on his last year in his contract. Who are you going to trade him for? And then it turned out to be Cat. But you gave up 2, so that means you lost Ihart, Julius Randle. You gave up 3 pieces for Cat, basically. That's what it was. And he's not that guy. So when you give up those other pieces for Giannis, bro, that's tough. That's not just an easy champion. You're not a championship team after that.
Y'all kill me because first I hear we had no chance of keeping Ihart. So why is we even ever?
That's not what I'm saying, bro.
No. I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm saying I've heard talks the way it was like, yo, we had no chance of keeping Ihart. So Ihart shouldn't even be brought up in anything with us with the future. My thing is, if you telling me I could trade Randall and homie for Cat, that's a great trade.
Homie.
Yeah, I forgot that nigga name. That's a great trade.
You're nasty, OG.
That's a great trade. My whole thing is, once again, us as Knicks fans, we've been doing it year in, year out. And I said this a while ago on live. Our history, we don't draft well. Superstars don't want to come here. So you have to trade for them. None of these niggas got no trade clauses. I don't give a fuck if you don't want to be here. Phoenix did Kevin Durant a favor. Why? I don't know. But nigga, you ain't got no trade clause. Bye, nigga. Fuck out of here. So that's my whole thing. If we're going to continue to have this mindset and not understand what the game is today, where you got to have a superstar, once again, the Joker is struggling. And look how great he is.
But
so
the only,
go
the
ahead,
only pushback with this, though, to you, though, OG, is that what you're saying is actually what we've been doing. So why not give it an opportunity to see what we're doing? Like you saying, make upgrades, be better. We always talk about what I say. Yo, you gotta make the team better. And so all we've done over the last, I would say year, a little over a year, is try to bring guys in that's gonna make the team better. So it's either go ahead.
No, we so I said this numerous times. We are moving in the right direction, right? But we don't have the good enough players unless we get a better coach. I think we are fine if we get a better coach. I think a better coach will have us playing better basketball. And to me, that would be a big difference. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry. Watching DeAndre Hunter go to Cleveland, watching what Boston does on nights without their star players, with Derek White and them niggas could be starters on good teams. And we got the guys that we have, we do not have enough. We need a big dog. I'm sorry.
The same effect that DeAndre Hunter is having is the effect that we thought Bridges was gonna have. Like we could talk about it now, but the effect that we expect DeAndre Hunter to have on that Cleveland team is what we thought we was gonna get from Bridges. So,
I thought it would have been double that.
Oh,
that's
you bugging.
No, I'm not bugging. I thought that's what we were gonna have because we had, bro. You can't tell me that summer was great. You just can't. You just remade the whole makeup of the team. Period. I don't want to hear that shit. That shit. Now that the jury's out, bro. We before this guy in the middle, AllBall, went from talking championships to gone. That shit is gone. How do you go from championship expectations to nah? Don't worry about it. Now we gotta look forward to it. We gotta fight it. Like that's why. That's why you wanted him to replace 2 or 3 guys on the team, and that's not even right to him. That ain't even right to Cat. It really isn't. I thought that in real time.
What 2, 3 guys?
He wasn't Giannis.
What 2, 3 guys was Mikal Bridges replacing?
I already mentioned it. You don't want me to mention them. Like that's who he's replacing in this lineup.
He's replacing DiVincenzo. That's it. You said 2, 3 guys.
No, he's not. He's replacing Julius Randle, iHeart, and Dante. Now you got to make up for depth on the team, and you got to be the main scorer, be a screen setter, engineer some of the offense. That's how he's supposed to be, and he hasn't been that. He can't. That's not his skill set. All I'm saying is to say that we can't. I have no smoke for Leon Rose right now. I have all the smoke in the world because that means you gave up 5 draft picks thinking Cat was the move. Cat was the Giannis move that you're talking about. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They thought Cat was going to be Giannis.
Listen, I got to run, right? But I'm going to just say this. It's no way in the world you have an opportunity. Giannis is better than everybody on the team. Let's just be for real. It's no way in the world. It's not even close. As much as I love Brunson, it's not even close. If you have an opportunity to get a player like that and you don't do it because of whatever reason, that's why we will never, ever win or be in championship contention. Giannis is better than Cat, Brunson, OG, all of this. And if you have, and at the time, Joel Embiid was as well. Would I have made that trade? Hell yeah. And you think about it later. It's very rare that we get an MVP or great players to come and play here. Y'all said nobody wants to play here, so you got to trade for them. We're not great at the draft, so we can forget about drafting great players. So we got to get it how we can get it. If these players are available and you see an opening like how everybody else does, that's what makes a great front office. That's what makes that guy in Toronto great as the GM. I be forgetting his name.
Big shout out to
Masai. He's seen blood in the water. When it made the move, and the rest is history. Boston Celtics. Oh, niggas let Drew Holiday walk? Nah. Come on, bro. Those are the moves you have to make to be successful. Lakers, AD, You're not happy? Oh, okay. Luka. Bruh, that's what it is. And I'm not saying I'm not with super teams. So I'm not saying build a super team. But why would you not, if you can trade Cat for Giannis, or you have to give up Cat and Bridges for Giannis?
That's different.
You're not doing. Hold on. You're not doing that.
Cat for Giannis is different. Now we're talking a whole nother language.
So you're not doing Cat. If you got to give up one more piece, you're not doing that.
Maybe Bridges. Yeah, hell yeah, Bridges. But remember, yo, he needs the defender behind him, man. It's already proven. It's 2-3 years without Drew Holiday.
We still got Mitchell Robinson, bro.
Yeah, okay, but that's not in front of him. That's behind him. OG's the guy that could be the Drew Holiday for him now. Bro, Brunson and Giannis need this guy. Brunson needs defenders badly around him. And your man Josh Hart is not All-NBA, nowhere near it, Flea. Jesus Christ. Defensively?
All-NBA. I never said Josh Hart was All-NBA defender.
All defense, excuse me.
I never said Josh Hart was All-NBA defender.
You said he was close.
Yo,
and he's not.
Just before I go, all I'm going to say is this, right? Big shout out everybody in the chat. Please hit the like button, share, like, subscribe, please. All I'm going to say is this. We have enough pieces to where the team will not be gutted. Like I said, it's not like we giving up Brunson, Cat, and OG. If we're able to keep Cat and Brunson and get a KD or a Giannis, how is that gutting out the team? And we may be able to keep Josh Hart. So for me, I don't get what. This is why being a Knicks fan, this is why it's called Knicks Rehab, because literally I'm going to rehab tomorrow, because this conversation blows my mind. Pause that we find any and every excuse to not go get a great player. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Or you just not listening. You don't trade most of the players. If it's Cat for Giannis straight up, cool. But that's not what he said. That's not what Colin Coward said. And of course you would say that. That's your man. That's your man.
I would give up Cat, Bridges, and Deuce for Giannis. I'm doing that. And we still got Josh Hart, Brunson, and Cat. I mean, if we still have Brunson, no, I'm sorry, I'm bugging. Mitchell Robinson, Bridges, Cat, you could take a rookie. I mean, hold on, I'm bugging. Listen, that's how you know I told you, I'm bugging. Mitchell Robinson, Bridges, I'm sorry, Deuce, a rookie, and take the rest of the draft picks.
No,
I'm doing that.
No, it has to
I'm doing that.
This has to be strategic. If that's the move, this be done. Again, I will be a proponent of going and getting the guy. But if you do that, it has to be done strategic. There has to be a plan in place. We don't just go do it and we champions now, like we did with Cat. That's not it.
Coaching
there has
right
to be
now,
a plan in place, and if we execute right, we'll be all right. But
so you agree with me? Thanks, Play. Go ahead.
Coaching right now, coaching is why we're not.
I think we all agree. I think we all agree. Ultimately, I think
agree. Your man wants to give up anybody for a superstar. He's crazy. He's been saying this for years.
I think we essentially all agree that upgrading the team with a Giannis is an upgrade. It's just how we do it. You got to do it the right way. OG is saying, yo, give this guy. You're saying, no, we need to get, at the end of the day, all three of us are in agreement that if the opportunity presents itself, you do it. It just all depends on what is Milwaukee asking for.
This is why no superstar want to come here. Because idiots like us, is going, what?
Get the fuck out. Don't stay away.
We ain't giving up Deuce McBride. If Deuce McBride gotta be in the trade, we ain't not giving him up for Giannis. Niggas like Giannis is going, you know what? I ain't going over there to some idiot at. That's why no superstar ever want to come here. Because all these other idiots in the world, oh my God, I want to do DiVincenzo in the trade. What? The fuck did DiVincenzo do for us?
I know, but you want Landry Shaman and campaign backing up Brunson and Giannis. Come on, bro. Let's knock it all the way off.
How do I want them? See,
no. But this is who is on the team. This is who they signed up with Cat. That's the point. How are you missing this point? That's who we signed up to have the super team with.
So Drew,
Shaman and
hold on. Julius Randle and DiVincenzo for Cat. That was a bad trade.
I've been told y'all it was. What are you talking about right now? You lost iHeart, Randall, and Don. You didn't just lose them, bro.
Why you keep saying iHeart? We was never keeping iHeart, bro.
Exactly, and you have to make up for it. He's gone, right? That means he's not going to be here, and you got to make up for that. So what you do is you gave up the other front court player, and you give up somebody that could be a starter or a six man. You gave 3 pieces up. You knew you were going to move on from one of them, so let's give up 2 more. And he initially offered Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle. Come on, bro.
Julius
like that
Randle,
shit.
So hold on. Let me ask you a question, Fabian. Because you have been consistent with this. You ain't moved off of this. You are very consistent that fully healthy last year's team is better than this year's team.
Easily.
Okay. So state it.
Look at his face.
No, don't worry about it.
It's comical, man.
Don't worry about it right now. Hold on.
Keep thinking so. But I'm gonna prove him wrong, by the way. But go ahead.
Stay with me, Fabian, for a second. You think last year's team is better than this year's team, and you just said it's not even close. Cool.
I wouldn't say it's not close. Easily.
Cool. With that being said, with this team fully healthy, right? Just running it back. No Cat. No. Let's say no Bridges. Let's say they don't even make that deal this summer and go get Bridges. Again, spin back with the same team we had last year.
Niggas is a joke.
You're telling me that we're on pace right now to win 53 to 55 games this year. With that team, we would have let me finish. We would have been we would have been on pace to do the same thing.
You said, hold on. You said no Bridges?
If we don't do anything this summer and come back with the same.
No. That's different.
You spinning niggas again. You doing what you do. You spinning niggas. What? So what?
There's no spin. If you got Bridges there, you got Brunson, Bridges, OG, Randall, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo. Bro, who is our 6th man? And you still got Deuce McBride. And you still got the second rounders. You still got all the draft picks. Aside from Bridges.
Year, he has taken us up to another level. He just has.
That what?
The way Cat has played this year, from game 1 all the way up until right now, is a big reason why we are where we are. It just is.
So defensively, how are we on the same level as last year?
We're not even close. Not even close. I harp on that all day long. It's not even close.
And that's my problem.
But if you think a defensive team was going to come in here and beat and compete with Cleveland and compete with Boston because we could get stops, but we can't score.
Listen, you said, hold on, please. This is where you listen. You know, I fucking hated Julius Randle, bro.
Yes.
I did not like him. He killed Boston. Brunson killed Boston. Dog, when we had IQ killing Boston, Deuce and these guys. It's a different Deuce, Dante DiVincenzo. It's all about team chemistry to me. All of that extra shit. Okay, cool. Now let's say we're in position with Randall, Dante, Bridges, and now we're talking about Giannis. It looks different. Because now you got a bunch of defenders alongside him. We had some more topics to get to. I don't know if you're gonna stay with us, Philippe.
Nick game about to come on.
God damn, I wasn't even trying to watch that shit.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't, because the thumbnail says this. Hold on, 2 seconds, please. You got to jump on with me.
What we got?
Bochincha Central. You're in it.
I'm here. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm right here.
Kendrick Perkins.
This nigga OG got out of here. I love him.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Kendrick Perkins. He said the NBA was saved by the Lakers.
Oh, I thought you was going somewhere else.
Their ceiling is in the Western Conference, and I'm having a hard time not saying it's pretty dang high.
Oh, it's super high, and guess what? I'm going to take it a step further.
Oh, goodness.
Right now, the Los Angeles Lakers are saving the NBA. A month ago, let me ask you a question.
We're all dressed like we're going to church, and they're saving the NBA.
How excited were y'all a month ago before the Luka trade about the NBA final?
I mean, I saw headlines.
Always excited.
I saw headlines that said the NBA stole the Super Bowl because that was the headline that week.
So now y'all can honestly say that y'all more excited. Why? Because we could possibly get Boston versus Lakers with the superstar power. And then you take a deeper dive is you're looking to say, who's going to stop them from meeting up in the finals? So now everyone, all the fans around the world who probably was like in and out when it came down to what's going to happen in June, they're committed. They're all in. And when you have Showtime back in LA, now all of a sudden the excitement, the energy, and everything else is back towards the NBA.
Well, that was Kendrick Perkins' comments. I thought it was ridiculous when he made it. Flea. But guess what? I wasn't the only one. Because Sir Charles Barkley heard him loud and clear.
I saw a fool idiot on TV talking about the Lakers save the NBA.
Save the NBA?
Yeah. He's an idiot and a fool, but he know who he is. What's his name, Shaq?
Which one you talking about?
Kendrick Perkins.
Oh.
He said the Lakers, first of all, the Lakers have had a great 2 weeks. He said the Lakers saved the NBA season. That's because them fools on the other network, which we're going to be working for next year, that's all they talk about. Let me tell y'all something.
Tell me something.
And first of all, I want all the smoke. I don't whistle when I walk by the graveyard or anything like that.
That's some Southern shit, Lee.
When I walk by the graveyard.
Right.
I like that.
Hey, man.
I'm stealing that one.
The Lakers are doing great. Got a long way to go. But the reason the season's been going great for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Y'all just want to talk about the Warriors and the Lakers. They're both doing great. Don't get me wrong. If I turn out to be wrong, I got no problem with that. But y'all are idiots because y'all talk about the Lakers and the Warriors all the time. Y'all don't. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 12 straight games. The Oklahoma City got the MVP, and they are on fire. Y'all are talking about who's in second place. That's the reason I get pissed.
Stop whatever you want.
The Lakers are doing great. I don't mind being wrong. The Warriors are doing great. But that's because you fools on other networks, which we're going to become fools next year. We'll be working on that network. But Oklahoma City and the Cavs been balling for 6 months. Y'all talking about teams that had two great weeks.
Shaq is laughing. Shaq is laughing. If I could get Flea's commentary real quick on the Bochinche. Sorry, we gotta just go chase the trend, but it is what it is. That shit is on fire right now. Hopefully it gets more views. If you don't understand, you don't understand. Flea, did the Lakers save the NBA, or is Charles Barkley right? Y'all just a bunch of glazers.
Yeah, I think it's a little 50-50 for me. I think Charles is, first of all, he's going to show that he's pissed that he's leaving TNT, or I don't know the whole situation, but it ain't going to be on TNT no more. He's going to have to mix and mingle with the other network. So he's just pissed about that. Let's call that out. But I think the Lakers' resurgence with getting Luka and them going to another level, and then Golden State playing great basketball. There's two reasons. They have two of the greatest players on their teams, and LeBron James and Steph Curry. They're playing great basketball right now, so the team is being elevated. But for me, this season is really about basketball purists and niggas that want to be entertained. And if you are a basketball purist that loves the game of basketball, you're going to sit next to Charles Barkley and totally agree with everything he's saying. The Oklahoma City Thunder have been playing great basketball. They should be celebrated. SGA is amazing. I've had an opportunity to watch that dude at least 20 times this year. Every time I watch him, he jumps off the screen at me, right? And then I've watched this Cleveland Cavaliers team a lot this season. Every time I watch them, something new jumps out at me. Now I'm a big Todd Jerome fan, right? I'm watching Todd Jerome, and I'm like, God damn, this kid is good. He's
Hold on,
really.
don't you dare forget the redneck Ray Allen, Sam Merrill. I was so wrong about that.
But
I was trying to be behind a hype
like,
train.
Yeah, you was talking about Sam Merrill last season. But what I'm saying is, I'm watching these teams that are playing great basketball. The Boston Celtics are still playing great basketball, right? I'm looking at Sacramento. Look in the standings and see where Sacramento is at right now today. I'm just saying there's a lot of good basketball going on throughout the league, and they want to say that this shit saved the league. It was great. It was exciting. It was must see. It had us stuck. But at the end of the day, stuff was going well. If you, again, back to my point, basketball purists, niggas that just want to be entertained. Like there's got to be a middle ground because the NBA is about entertainment. I'm not going to act like it's not. It's about entertainment. But there are a lot of us out there that could care less if Detroit Pistons were the best team in the league. I'm glued. I'm watching. You other niggas, y'all probably won't. And that's no slight against y'all. But y'all probably won't do it. So I don't know what side Kendrick Perkins is speaking on. I guess he's speaking from, in my opinion, the side of the people that just want to be entertained and like the glitz and the glamour and want to see purple and gold in their eyes. Or, you know, he's speaking for them. He ain't speaking for you, me, a lot of people in the comments. We love this game no matter what. Whoever's playing well, whoever's on top, we going to be watching and we going to be locked in. Just because the Lakers are playing great basketball right now, if they was shit in the bed right now, I'd still be watching. I'd still be talking to you about SGA. I'd still be saying, yo, Donovan Mitchell is amazing. This dude needs MVP consideration. Like and for me, I don't like speaking from a casual perspective. It's fine. There's a space for that. There's a space for that. And I'm not one of them guys that'll get them casuals out of here. It's cool. Y'all got that space. There's another space for people that just love it no matter what. Oh, the Lakers is bad? Cool. David Smith, he's one of them, right? That's that type of guy. He's one of them, lean into the conspiracies, lean into the casual shit. What does Cavs and OKC boring? What does that mean? That means you're not a basketball purist. You need some excitement to be locked in and watch the game. So, and big shout out to David Smith. I appreciate him, but that's just what I'm talking about. That type of comment lets me know, okay, where you stand with the game of basketball. Cavs and OKC playing great ball. How was that boring? Who told you that was boring? Make it make sense to me. That's all.
That Cavs Boston game was crazy. The last game they played last week.
Excellent basketball. Boston came out, stepped on their necks, and Cleveland said, watch this.
To David Smith's defense, the Cavs versus OKC game was boring. That shit was straight boring. But I digress already. How ironic is it that Charles Barkley now sounds like JJ Redick? How ironic is that? Because Kendrick Perkins and these guys are doing the same thing you are. Barkley you can't fool me, Barkley. Don't like you trying to shout them out. You always shooting at somebody, and you know what this means. You're gonna go viral. You guys are all stars in your division. Kendrick Perkins is way more popular than he's ever been in his life. Doing these things. The way he's barking at Sinead on the set goes viral, and that shit is hilarious. Lately, for the last month, he's been putting out some of the most horrible takes in basketball history. But the Lakers making a move always makes basketball more popular. The Lakers getting Luka, and they made, like we said, Nike, Jordan, Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers are involved with the NBA marketing right now. Of course, Kendrick Perkins would think it saves y'all because that's, to Barkley's point, what all y'all want to talk about. Because you know that's what's going to bring viewers. It brings ad money. It brings a reason for you to come up tomorrow and have an easy thing to talk about. You know it's going to be the Lakers. It makes Kendrick Perkins' job easier. Barkley's job is always harder because they have a different game every other night. Perkins ain't talking about every game every night, and Perkins is not watching the NBA, and neither is Barkley. Barkley barely watches the game that's on the team that he's supposed to be covering that night. He doesn't know anything about it. They have a segment where he has to guess which players are on which team.
That shit is so funny.
And I'd be in the same position too. Like I wouldn't know who these people are. But I think him calling him an idiot, and then Kendrick Perkins responded. I think he said, I want the smoke, this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, y'all, I just replied back, bro, you and Barkley boxing right now would look like Joe Budden playing basketball. That would look crazy.
Did you get a kick out of that?
Did you
get a kick out of that?
They look nuts.
He looked like you. You didn't expect that one, Ray.
I'm about to press the end stream button.
You didn't expect that one, Ray. Nah, they look horrible, bro.
Whoa. What's the light skin? What's his light skin friend's name?
Ish.
Ice?
Ish.
How did he fall?
Yo, Ish made a dribble drive, one dribble and fell. It's like, the fuck are you doing?
And you said they look like me, you bastard. So I think I understand definitely what you're saying, but it's like I don't know how Barkley just came off and said that when he's the one immediately after the trade went down. He was on ESPN. He was everywhere talking about the trade. This is a different level, Barkley. Stop. You got to a different level when you went to Nike. You got to a different level when you played Jordan in the finals. Like you always talk about that. That's the thing that's not talked about enough. LeBron made the NBA must-see TV with that decision shit. The Miami Heat were must-see TV against Golden State. LeBron was must-see TV in the championship every year.
Cleveland, Golden State was like, we was
locked. That shit was a movie.
Yeah, it was locked in.
Hold on.
Then the Christmas games every year in between because they playing on Christmas. Yeah, it was a thing. We enjoyed that.
Was it only 2-3 teams that had a chance? Yeah, sure. But the Kawhi thing and the Spurs, there's a lot. But like, you know, I guess it's good to see Barkley just go off on a tangent and then actually act like he's so mad about whatever it is. And I don't know, like, where did that come from? Why are you going at Perkins like that? Remember, they put Perkins' face on a punching bag and started punching him. So there's something with Perkins, and they know this shit goes viral, bro. And it's good. Like I always tell you, shit is wrestling.
Well, I think they feel like Perk is inauthentic. Like Shaq, Charles, and Kenny and Ernie like pride themselves on just being up there, not scripted, just nothing to follow. Just I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel. I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna roll with it. I honestly feel like because you on the mothership, because you on Disney, you got to play by certain rules, and some of those rules are talking about what's popular, saying fly shit that you probably don't even mean or that you don't even believe in, but you got to say it anyway because you on a show. We need ratings. We need people to watch this shit. So I'm gonna say some fly shit, and that's how I look at Perk from time to time. He plays the role. He plays a character, right? Big shout out to Stephen A. Smith. He just signed that $100 million deal for 5 years, right? But if y'all reading on it and what's down the pipe, he's going to be taking himself away from First Take. So now you're going to be getting more and more people on there trying to match the precedents that he set. First Take is going to be a free fall. It's going to be a zoo now. Respectful, I don't want to call nobody an animal, but you know what I mean. It's going to be a fucking zoo now. They're going to be up there. Molly ain't going to be able to control them niggas. Molly ain't going to be able to control them niggas. Them niggas is going to be saying wild shit, wild stuff. And that's all for, especially if Stephen A is dialing it back and they want to stay number one. Yeah. They're going to have to get in that. They're going to have to put on that monkey suit and start dancing. So
that was an amazing point. But I still view Shaq the same way. And I still view Barkley just a natural at what Perkins is attempting. No, but he's an asshole, but he's a natural at what Perkins is attempting to do.
Yes, D. Smith. I love Mad Dog on there. I love Mad Dog. I'm sorry.
Mad Dog is the OG to all of this.
I love Mad Dog. I'm sorry. Gotta love Mad Dog.
I didn't think you would like Mad Dog.
Listen. Riding in the whip, my grandfather, young, very young, very, very young. Those are the guys. Mike and the Mad Dog, those were the guys. That's all we listened to. Riding to school, on the way home from school, riding to Long Island, whatever. That's who we listened to. So very familiar with Mad Dog and and even their breakup, everything that happened with them, like very familiar. So those guys, I rock with what's my Russo? What's his name?
Mad Dog, Chris Russo.
Chris Russo? I got that right? Yeah. Somebody fact check that. David Smith, let us know.
I like Mad Dog because he's the original Skip. Yeah, because he's just Bob Cousy would have had random circles, but shut up.
Shut up.
Bob Cousy got bad. Bob Cousy was getting. Then again, I don't know if Bob Cousy was getting his ass bust on the court like that in the streets of New York. I don't know. Didn't he go to
Christopher
your school?
Russo? Yeah, there we go. So yeah,
he ain't go to your school, Flea?
Who?
Bob Cousy?
Nah, he went to my pops went to school. Andrew Jackson High School.
Queens?
Yeah.
Listen, man. Don't ever disrespect Bob Cousy on this live. Queens, baby. Fuck y'all talking about.
Get the money.
The OG point guard. Fuck out of here. And he's 100,000 years old doing fucking documentaries.
Still rocking. Still rocking. Did you tap into that yet? The Celtics joint?
No. Have you?
I have not.
We gotta break. Come on, man. Enough is enough. We gotta start breaking this shit down. We're gonna bring more to y'all. We try, man. You saw our boy to jump off and go get some.
Yeah, we got some stuff. We got some Go ahead.
You got some more? Go ahead.
No. We just got some things coming down the pike. We're gonna switch this thing up a little bit, and not switch it up, but we're gonna get back to the essence. Get back to, what got us here. We appreciate everybody. I know I go at y'all in the comments, but I love everybody. Trust me. We not able to do this without the interaction of y'all, without y'all supporting us, without y'all letting us know when we're wrong, when we're right, when y'all hate us, when y'all love us. Like, this is what we do. But this organically came together because myself, Fabian, OG, AllBall, like all of us have individual talents and individual things that we was doing before we connected and suited up like Voltron, right? So you're gonna see more think pieces and more breakdowns from Fabian. Fabian Perspective is is the reason that his name is Fabian Perspective. We need to see more of that. AllBall going live on IG now is gonna be slid over here, and because it's full, baby. Because it's full. No Beijing, motherfucker. Yeah, fish. Listen, but listen, and OG is gonna be coming over here and bringing the same energy that he was bringing on IG. He's gonna bring it over here to the YouTube world, and he's gonna get busy and do his thing. And we need y'all to continue to support us. I got my shirt on. I threw it on for a reason because I wanted to remind y'all that All We Live is my own individual podcast, but now we bringing it over here to AllBall TV, and y'all are gonna get an opportunity to see me in a different light. Y'all see Psycho Flea, y'all see Bug Out Flea, y'all see Passionate Flea all the time, but I love storytelling. I love chronicling journeys. I love, sitting down and having one-on-one conversations with great basketball players, and I've done that for a couple of years now. We're gonna bring that over here, and I'm gonna be conducting some interviews with some of the best hoopers that y'all may know, that y'all may not know, but we're gonna make some introductions. So we're about to really start cultivating this channel into what we saw it could be, and it's on the way. It's on the way.
Jesus Christ, y'all don't know nothing about no Flea Winfrey. Y'all know nothing about. You heard Flea how he talks.
Listen, over 100 interviews on IG right now. If y'all want to just go tap in and see the work that I've done, please, All We Live Flea on IG. Go check it out. My OG Fish can attest. We've done some. I've done some really great things. I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but some good stuff. And we just about to bring it on over here and do what we do. And please, I saw you say it earlier. Please forgive me, Darlene B. Sorry, baby. What's up, love? We appreciate you for tapping in with us. Go to hell, RP. All the way to hell.
Listen, RP, there's nothing you could do to take Flea eyes off the prize, baby. Bubba. Basketball season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Tonight on Prize Picks, I was going with Luka Doncic over 36 points against the Knicks. Yeah, I said it.
Yikes.
Luka Doncic more than 36 points against the Knicks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Sugar Man. Sugar Man.
Sugar Man.
What up, boy?
Salute, fellas. I'm at the Laker game watching y'all niggas get smacked.
We only down 6. We only down 6. Y'all chill out.
He said, "Nah, good to hear you, Flea, you jerk." Why you sound like you from uptown? Depressed old boy.
I love RP. I'm gonna hit RP when we done, man. So
then again, he's from uptown. He's depressed old boy. Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna curse RP out in a little while. That's my guy.
And one more
Turbo
comment before we get going. Ronaldo Martinez. I hope I can say Ronaldo. I don't disrespect you. Bulls versus today super team. MJ said he never wanted to join his peers. He wanted to beat them. Pippen was traded by Sonics in '87 to the Bulls. Draft to the Bulls 3 years later, first chip. I totally disagree with everybody's mindset about that shit because, Jordan never played in this era. LeBron never played in that era, man. Like I like that Drake line when he talks about we'll see how we would see how you dudes would survive in this era. It's a different era, man. You don't know how these guys would have been. You telling me Jordan would have been on the Clippers or Minnesota or Detroit for the last 10 years? He's gonna just sit there and watch LeBron and Kawhi go everywhere, and he's not gonna want to improve his team. Jordan. So if the respectfully, if the PED allegations are real, you tell me Michael Jordan just sitting by not doing nothing? You do not know a psycho like you guys have never met a psycho like Michael Jordan in your life. If you don't understand what he's willing to do to win. Once again, he is the GOAT, in my opinion. He's gonna do whatever it takes. I don't care what he said. You got mad at Jeff Van Gundy? Yeah, I'm trying to tire these guys out. Take him to the strip club. Hook him up with one of these things.
He's a con man.
Yo, Jeff Van Gundy.
He said he's a con man. I said, Jeff, shut up. Shut the hell up. Stop talking.
You know what? Maybe you're right, Flea. Let's not bring Jeff Van Gundy back to the fucking.
No.
I forgot about that dumb shit. And Mike looked at him after the game and said, "This is your fault."
Walked right up to him. He walked right up to him. Yo,
why are you pissing off Mike? Michael James, I appreciate you, man. NBA's era, like rap eras. Yeah. Except the NBA. I know how y'all feel about the NBA.
Michael James, big shout out to you. That's going to be one of Fabian's many think pieces. Trust me, I understand how this man's mind works a little bit. That NBA eras are like rap eras. Just got all this stuff percolating up here. He's about to just, once he gets up, he's going to be like, yo, Flea. All right, so the 90s, it was like, I'm telling y'all.
It was KRS-One.
I'm telling y'all, that's his mind.
Who was Snoop Dogg?
Right. Take us home, Ray. We got the Knicks on, baby.
Yo, this is for you, AllBall. Just jumped out on us. I understand.
You AllBall suckers.
Are we live?
Big Flea. Never the little one, y'all. Appreciate everybody. For real.
I do want to leave you with this after your words from earlier. Yo, man, if you want to try something, just get up and do it. I never would have thought I met Flea off of a fucking internet and then get this started and enjoy talking about basketball, life, whatever it is, just because I showed up. So for all you guys that are out there, that's the main goal. I don't care who the GOAT is. The GOAT show up. The GOAT showed up. They never didn't show up. And regardless if you're going to be the GOAT or not, you never know who you're going to meet and run into in your life if you don't get up and get this thing going. I got a couple grays, but before I went fully gray, I got to meet a great man over here, man, to my side and really put things in perspective. AllBall. Like all you guys in the comments, this shit means the world to us when you guys, I don't care if you hate on us, if you love, trying to get on our nerves. I just, not that I didn't think it couldn't happen. I see it happen with other people, but this shit is magical. But we all magicians, baby Bubba. What we talking about, Flea? Imagine when I tell my wife when I get like, yo, listen, babe, I like that hairstyle, man. What you do to yourself today?
I threw that in my pocket. You ain't even see me. I threw that shit in my back pocket. That shit you just said, I said, oh, give me that shit.
Yo, sometimes I amaze myself when I be hitting with some shit. I love this podcast. Go Knicks. Yo, JC, I appreciate you. 26. He said I'm 26. Jordan's the GOAT. What y'all talking about?
I love it. Young boy, I love it. JC, we appreciate you, man, for real.
What would Jordan do if he played in an era? I'm sorry, Flea, with a guy who said he's the king and chose him. Exactly. But here's the thing, that press old boy, that you're not thinking about. So if LeBron is playing 20 years and he's still here, you don't think that's gonna motivate Jordan? I'm trying to kill this motherfucker. He's gonna be in his crib.
He's still nice.
Y'all saying he's better than me? Exactly. Imagine if Jordan was 40. He's like, you think he's better than me? And you're gonna want to watch it. That's my thing about this. Like, bro, we're talking about the best. We ain't talking about no slouches, man. We're talking about the greatest. Yeah, that's Michael Jordan. I don't care what you say.
Yo, when we meet Fish face to face, I'm not giving no dabs. I'm gonna grab him and hug him. Like, come here, nigga. Come here, OG. Give me a hug, nigga.
Yo, Fish.
I'm gonna fuck Fish up with that one.
Yeah, nah. Don't grab me up, please.
I'm gonna fuck Fish up. Come here, nigga. Give me a hug. He might want to fight me. Love you, Fish.
You're the personal boy. Shut up, bro. Yo, we'll probably come back on tomorrow.
Yes, because we gotta recap this. I don't like the way
we can watch the game live. I'm not watching this shit live. Fabian is soft. Elders hug it out. Love on. I might be. Yo, nobody call me soft for years, Fish. Watch your mouth.
Oh shit.
What time do you think we get on tomorrow, Flea? Hit him with the, I don't know. You'll see the thumbnail.
We'll be here. We'll be here.
I think 8 o'clock sounds good.
The yeah, all will depend on how we perform tonight. When the show starts and we get a yeah, we might not get a yeah if we don't play well.
Y'all see you tomorrow, man. Have a blessed night, maybe. I said blessed night.
Blessed night, baby. What's wrong with you? Get us out of here.
Baby. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.